Lenovo's Android-powered Yoga line is in its third generation, and the nice thing about it is that they've always offered diversity in terms of price point. Last year, we saw the introduction of a Pro model, which was really geared towards professionals because it featured some software enhancements and a peaker projector built in. Well, with this latest model, it's downsized in terms of its overall size, but it does see some iterative upgrades. Hey guys, John V from Phone Arena here. You're watching our video review of the Lenovo Yoga Tab 3 Pro. Without question, this is a phenomenal multimedia consuming device. The first thing we really take notice is the projector's placement. It's now in a better spot. It's incorporated into the cylindrical hinge, offering easier adjustment, much more practical than the side location it was with last year's unit. It features a 50 lumen bulb with maximum resolution of 845 by 480 pixels. It can technically project up to 70 inches, but you tend to notice softer tones and a lot of pixelation. So you generally want to go with that 50-inch threshold to get some good details. It's pretty good to use in complete darkness. That's where it works the best, but it's very challenging whenever there's ambient lighting present. So if you're in a conference room using it in the middle of the afternoon, even with the blinds down, it's very tough to see. There's also an automatic keystone correction feature, which is nice because it'll automatically adjust the orientation so you don't have some distortion with it. Well, you can use the projector to watch videos, movies, and even do some presentations. The display is ideal enough too because it has a good resolution and good size. Technically, they've made it smaller. It's a 10.1-inch IPS LCD display, but they bumped up the resolution to 1600 by 2560 pixels, so incredible detail. It's also brighter too. It tops out at 479 nits, which is one of the brighter screens in the tablet we've seen of late. Nice punchy colors, so a good overall package. And on top of that, it also features Lenovo's AnyPen technology, so you could pretty much use any tool to interact with the display. Not surprisingly, it follows in the design language of its predecessor. So it's in tradition with its cylindrical hinge and the adjustable kickstand. It now features this faux leather finish, which gives it a slightly more sophisticated feel. And you have 4 JBL speakers on the front here, and it does offer a pretty immersive experience just because it's so powerful, robust, and just very rich with its quality. Never been won over by Lenovo's custom skin, but boy did they make some nice improvements here with the Yoga Tab 3 Pro. It's running on top of Android Lollipop, and it's great for power users. The nice thing about it is that they brought back the apps panel, so it's not as disorganized as last year's UI where everything was just put on the home screen. You have also support for multiple users, which is nice, and they've also enhanced the multitasking element with the experience. And with that, they have certain applications you can run in their own separate windows. And it's also nice they've expanded support to several third-party apps in the process. You get pretty good responsiveness with the Intel Atom Z8500 processor it's packing with 2 GB of RAM. It handles all the easy stuff with no issues at all, but it is tested when it comes to graphics processing, where it sometimes exhibits some choppiness. Lenovo also upgraded the cameras in here. It now features a 13 megapixel rear camera and also a 5 megapixel front facing one, so an increase there. Unfortunately though, the results are rather underwhelming. You get softer details, colder looking colors, and it's definitely prone to overexposure. Under lower lighting conditions, you also get some smeary visuals, unfortunately. With 1080p video recording quality, it's just too soft toned to our liking, so the overall quality with the camera is still not up to snuff with the rest out there. For a 10-inch tablet, this is pretty heavy. That's because they packed a 10,200 milliamp hour battery inside of its cylindrical hinge. But with that, you do get above average battery life. Easily lasts all day for power users, and our battery benchmark test, it achieved a mark of 9 hours and 27 minutes, which is pretty good in our books. It's also efficient with its charging time. For its battery capacity, it only takes 162 minutes to bring it back to full capacity. Thankfully, there are more improvements with this latest model. It's priced at $500, so it's in the same price category as some of the other notables in the space, like the iPad Air 2, the Galaxy Tab S2 9.7-inch, and even the Microsoft Surface 3. So it's in a crowded space in that premium segment. But the nice thing about the Yoga Tab 3 Pro is that it strikes a balance between professionals and multimedia buffs. So if you're thinking about picking up a tablet this season, you shouldn't overlook this one.